All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with today's class. So go ahead and find a comfortable seated position on your mat. Close your eyes. Take your hands to rest, palms facing up on either thigh. And start to ground into your breath. This is the part of class where the world slows down for a little bit. So as you breathe, spend some time connecting into what's going on. Where is your energy? What feelings are coming up? What thoughts want to slide across the mind and steal your attention away from the room? And as you breathe, allow them to move past you in favor of grounding attention into body and breath. Imagine that midline running from the top of your head to the base of your tailbone, and your breath goes straight in and down to the low belly. Breathe out through the mouth. We continue in our breath work. Slowly bringing the energy up will increase movement throughout class. We'll feel into our heart space. We'll challenge ourselves with longer held poses, deep currents of strength. But right now, we just breathe. Let the body soften into your practice. Check in with that space between your eyebrows. Let it soften. Unhook the jaw. And on that next exhale, let your shoulders descend, grow heavy. Notice that subtle shift in energy as your breath becomes deeper. Inhale in. Exhale out. Keep the rhythm. This class works with a lot of beats. So the more that you can find yourself lost in the body and unhook the mind, the more natural the rhythm becomes. On your next inhale, lift your hands up overhead. And as you exhale, go ahead and take your right hand to your left knee. Look over that back shoulder in a twist. Bring out the spine. Inhale, lift to center. Exhale, take it to the other side. Sit up nice and tall. Using your inhale to check in with posture, and the exhale to come a little deeper into the twist. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, center. Exhale, roll the wrists down to your sides. We're going to roll up over the knees, coming into an all fours position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, allowing first your body to just sort of slink into any position, contorted position that feels right, that feels comfortable. And then ground yourself Right back down in that all fours. Deep inhale in through the nose. And as you exhale, pull the tailbone underneath of you, reach through the back, and then inhale, allow the belly to drop as the heart and tailbone rise. Exhale, one vertebrae at a time, lift that spine, tuck the tailbone, head, neck, and shoulders, relax. And inhale, belly drops as the heart and tailbone rise as one. One more time, exhale through cat. And inhale, cow. Go ahead and ground yourself back to center. Find that equilibrium. Deep inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, gaze over your right shoulder as you shift the hips to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. 2 more times to the beat of your breath. Last round. This is the slow part of class, so enjoy it. Find center. Hands ground underneath the shoulders, creating a nice little suction between the center of your palm and the mat. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, lift the tailbone towards the sky for our first downward facing dog of class. Press the mat away from you. Feet are hip width apart. You can go ahead and pedal the feet a little bit, releasing one heel and then the other. We're going to create a lot more warmth in that low body, but for now, I just want to check in with posture. Ground yourself in stillness whenever you have a moment, a beat, and focus on spreading those fingertips wide, pressing the heart towards the upper thighs. Nice long line from the top of the head to the base of the tailbone. You can keep a little micro bend in those knees if that feels good for you. We're going to go ahead and take a deep inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, go ahead and crouch down with the knees. Let them hover above the mat and then lift up. Try to keep that nice long line from the top of the head to the base of the tailbone as we take a few more crouches together. 1 breath per movement. Last one here. Lift up. Go ahead and walk the hands back towards the toes at the back of your mat and release the heart onto the upper thighs. Head, neck, and shoulders relax. Grab opposite elbows here for just a moment, making sure that the feet have a nice wide berth. Counterbalance the weight in your heels with all the weight hanging forward. We're going to move into our sun salutations here in a moment. So preparing ourselves, we're going to go ahead and release the fingertips down and inhale, circle sweep all the way up to mountain. Hands come together and pull down to your heart. We're going to lift up. Exhale to prayer. Press the energy out. And then open the hands. We lift up. Exhale to prayer. Press the energy out, whatever's not serving you, and pull it out to the side. We lift. Last one. Bring it down. Press out. And out. All right. We're going to lift up. Now we're going to fold over, heart to thighs. Come into a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, come down. Walk your hands to the front of your mat and find plank. Hands under the shoulders, pressing through the back of those heels. Level 1, you can drop those heels down, whatever feels good. And we're just going to practice coming down Through chaturanga, belly comes to mat. Release the tops of the feet. And inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, come down. 2 more times. Inhale, lift, hover the hands. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, release. Shift your weight back, find downward facing dog. We're gonna come forward to plank, chaturanga down, up dog, down dog. So it's forward, elbows tight to the body, lift the heart, find down dog. Forward, down, lift, down dog. Few more. Lift the heart, find down dog. Here we go, warming up that upper body. Up, hold down dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet and come all the way up. Exhale, prayer. Push out, come out, and lift. Fold over. Halfway, and walk all the way out to plank. Hold here. Remember, you can take the shins down if you need to. We come down, lift the heart, press back and forward. Chaturanga. Lift, back, and forward. Keep flowing. Up, down, forward. Last one. Down, up, back, and then go ahead and step your feet forward. We are going to move into a chair sequence. So seal the legs together, and we're going to lift the arms up and out. Focusing on form here for a minute. Squeezing those legs together. Make sure there's no tilt in the pelvis. We're rotating down. All right, little pulse. If it's uncomfortable to keep the hands here, that's okay. You can bring them down to prayer. Wherever you get what you need out of class today. Breathe. Find your focus. We're gonna come up and sit. Up and sit. Good. Keep flowing. A little chair squat action. Keep the squeeze. Make sure the tailbone's pulled underneath of you. You know what's coming. That pulse. Hold down. Here we go. Pulse. Find your focus. Sensation builds in the body. That little bit of tension you're feeling in the legs right now, that's what we want. We can move past uncomfortable tension in our bodies. Not pain, just tension. We're gonna come up and down. Good. Keep that posture. Keep the shoulders from coming into the ears. Hold. Woo. Good, release. We're gonna take the feet a little bit wider. We're getting burpees done early today. Get that heart rate up, and then we're gonna focus on some warrior flows. All right, so we're just gonna start with a squat, feet hip width apart. So we're down and up. A little bit more tension in those legs. Remember, there's levels for everything we do. So we're gonna go squat, back, in, and up. Switch sides. We're gonna build on this with a burpee. So it's squat, lunge, in, and up. Keep flowing. Squat, just a squat. Nice and slow, but deep. We're gonna add the lunge. Squat, lunge, in and up. As the tempo increases, we'll add that burpee. Last one. All right. Down, back, in, up. Hit that plank every time. Down, back, in. Good. Build that heart rate. Make sure your feet stay hip width when you jump in. We're keeping going, guys. If you need to take squat breaks, do it. But everybody else, keep moving. Move the body past the uncomfortable thoughts. We breathe in and out. You got it. Come inward, down, back, in, up. Add that little punch at the end if you'd like. Your only burpees today. Almost there. You got it. Keep moving, guys. Breathe. Squat and lift. Taking the heart rate down. Add the lunge. Down, back. Down, back. Last side to make it even. Stand in mountain. Take your hands, put them on your body. Slow it down. Use your breath to slow down your heart rate. Deep inhale through that nose. Exhale out the mouth. You feel that? That energy shift? That thing you push past. Movement beneath the skin. You did a thing today. Tune in. Release the hands down to your side. Energy through the fingertips. Feet hip width. We're going to move into some warrior flows. Use that energy for something beautiful. As you inhale, lift the hands up overhead. Take the hands together. Exhale them to the heart. And press the bad energy away from you. Open up, fingertips up. And lift. One sun salutation. We exhale down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hands to mat. Step back to plank. And down through chaturanga. Lift into upward facing dog. Flip the toes and the tailbone back. Go ahead and lift that left toe up towards the sky and pull it in between the hands. As you inhale, lift the heart all the way up. Go ahead and take that foot parallel with the back edge of your mat. Hands come out for warrior two. The front heel will intersect the center of that back arch. Lifting strong through the crown of the head. Gaze over the fingertips without twisting. We're gonna come up ever so slightly and sink down. Come up, sink down. 2 more, we lift up, sink down a little lower. Lift up, sink down, hold here. We're gonna reach forward, and then we're gonna take that back hand behind the back as we lift the fingertips towards the back of the room. Inhaling to warrior 2, and then we're going to go ahead and find that side. So it's warrior 2, come back, stretch through the side body, warrior 2, and down. Up, back, forward, a little bit faster. Flowing. A few more. Keeping tension in that front leg the whole time. Stay here. Keep that hand reaching if you can. Sinking down into that front leg. Inhale to warrior 2. Hold here. Inhale forward. Exhale, come into that reverse. Breathe. Find your breath. Shoulders away from ears. Inhale, warrior 2. Gaze over those front fingertips. Breathe. We're gonna float. We come up and down. Up and down. Breathe with your movements. Last few. Hold. Go ahead and turn both toes towards the side of the room. Lift the hands up overhead and exhale. Forward fold with wide legs. Deep breaths. Go ahead and turn towards the front of the room and take your knees down. We're gonna move into an all fours position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're gonna be with this movement the whole time on that left leg. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna flex the foot, keep the hips squared, kick up, down, out, and down. So it's up, down, out, and down. We'll find the beat of the music, but we're just gonna be working into that glute the whole time. Breathe, because we're gonna be here a while. Check in with your form when you get tired. I have to. Hips have to stay squared down. Belly button pulled in. Breathe. Make sure that that hamstring is not doing the work. It's coming from the glute. Breathe in. Breathe out. Arms support you, but booty and hips do the work. Every time it gets a little uncomfortable, your job is to come back into yourself. What is underneath the discomfort? What is trying to break through and tell you that you can't? It's a practice of embodiment, which is truly one of the highest forms of self-trust. Breathe in. Breathe out. You got it. Tune in. Go ahead and take your knees wide, your big toes together. Find child's pose and breathe. Obviously, we've got a whole nother leg to repeat, but first, we're going to stretch it out a little bit. Some dynamic movements. Take one deep inhale through your nose. And exhale, roll up to all fours. Hands under the shoulders, knees underneath. The hips lift up to downward facing dog. You can pedal at the feet here if that feels good. And then find stillness. You're going to go ahead and lift that left toe up towards the sky. And exhale, pull it through between the hands in a low lunge. Level 1, shin stays down. Level 2, you're lifted all the way here. We're gonna open, close, sweep, come forward. We open, close, sweep, forward. 2 more times this side. Close, sweep the toe, come forward. Last time, we open, close, sweep, find downward facing dog. Lift the other toe up, hold it. Bring it through to low lunge. Find your form, knee over toe, lift the heart out in front of you. We're gonna open, close, sweep, come forward. Open, close, sweep, come forward. 2 more to the beat. Last time, open, close, sweep, downward facing dog, pedal the feet. Good. Left toe reaches. Pull it through between the hands. You know what's coming. Little pulse. Here we go. We open, close, sweep, come forward. Open, close, sweep. Good. 2 more. Find that alignment. Downward facing dog. Go ahead and lift the right toe. Pull it through between the hands. Low lunge, little rock. Here we go. We open, close, sweep, come forward. Open, close, sweep, forward. 2 more. Last one. Sweep, downward facing dog, pedal the feet. All right, take the knees to the wide corners of the mat, big toes together. Sit back to child. Stretch your fingertips out in front of you, rest that back. Find your breath. Walk your fingertips over to the left. Big stretch for the side body. Walk them center. And over to the other side. Walk them center. And then roll up one vertebrae at a time. Hands come under shoulders. We gotta do the other side with that glute hip work, baby. Find alignment, pull your belly button into your spine. I don't wanna see any arching in the backs. Remember, we kick with a flex foot through the glute, come down, and then we lift it out to the side. Keeping the toes spread the entire time. Keeping contact with our breath. If you're struggling to isolate the glute, that is okay. But I want you to, as much as possible, pull that belly button into spine and isolate it in your mind. Get in touch with it. That's what these long-held song strength moments do for us. They help us get back in with our body. Mind-body connection. If you have a mirror, don't be afraid to use it. You can always position your mat sideways like mine in future classes if you want to get really in tune with form. Breathe. Find the beat. If you're wincing, soften that face as much as you can. Send all of that tension, all the energy to the glute, to the hip. Breathe. Tune in. Thought moves away. Sensation moves in. Almost there. Last one. Find child's pose. Breathe.
He may contain the urge to run away, but hold her
Sink
down,
in.
so he close and breeze blows.
Slowly arch that back. Come back into an all fours position. Flip the toes and find downward facing dog. Step your feet towards the front of your mat and inhale, circle, sweep up. Exhale the hands to prayer and press the energy away. Open up. Inhale up. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, halfway lift, heart reaches forward. Exhale, dive down, plant the hands, step back. Chaturanga. Feeds into upward facing dog. Landing in downward facing dog. We have to do that warrior series on our other leg. So right toe reaches up, and exhale, pull it through between the hands. Lifting the heart up for high lunge, and then opening in to warrior two. All right, find your grounding. Heel intersects the center of that back arch. Breathe, find your posture. We're gonna lift up and sink. Lift, lower. Find your breath. Last one, land in warrior two. We're gonna reach forward, take the back hand behind, reach through those fingertips, and then go ahead and find warrior two. And then go ahead and reach through that side body, keeping the shoulders away from the ears, long line from the fingertips. And then inhale to warrior two. Good. Increasing the speed. So we're back, center, to the side, warrior two. Back, center, side, center. Good. Center, side, center. Keep strong in those legs. Warrior two, hold. Breathe. Reverse, hold. Breathe into that side body. Warrior two. Go ahead and find that angle. Shoot energy through those fingertips. Warrior two. Lift up and lower. Flow. Keep it going. Hold warrior two. Gaze over those front fingertips. Lift through the crown of the head. And then go ahead and take your toes to the side of the room. Hands up overhead. And exhale into that wide-legged fold. Elbows face back, fingertips forward, placed right underneath that pelvis. Lift your heart forward and exhale, hinge at the hip. Pull a little deeper. Good. Walk your hands over to your left foot. Heart reaches out towards the toe, and exhale the heart a little bit closer to that upper thigh. You can anchor at the back of the ankle if you have that stability. If you need to keep a hand down, that's okay. Aiming for that flat back as much as we can. Go ahead and release back to center and walk it to the other side. Reaching the heart out towards that toe, and then exhale, hinging at the hip to pull the heart closer to the upper thigh. Keep your core engaged. Head, neck, and shoulders relaxed.
Is there another way? Is there another way? And the rain pours heavy on the waiting storm.
Go ahead and walk the hands back to center. Little release. Take the hands out in front of you, nice and straight. Arms lift using the core and back all the way up. Hands together, come to prayer. Push the energy out. Hands out to the side. Inhale, lift. Heels walk in, toes turn out. Exhale down into goddess. Open through the hips. Sink it down. Breathe into the hips. This is a posture of creativity, of openness, of femininity. Inhale, we lift up strength. Exhale, we pull down creativity. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink down. One more time, lift up. Exhale, sink, hold it here. Take the hands down. We're gonna go ahead and find a little shoulder stretch here, a little twist. And then switch to the other side, keeping shoulders away from ears. Go ahead and find center, toes place forward, roll up. Go ahead and step center, face the front of the room. Make your way down onto your mat. We're gonna release down all the way onto our backs nice and carefully. Taking the left ankle to stack right under the right knee and pulling those knees in for figure 4. Breathe into the side of that hip. Relax. Begin to quiet your mind. Relaxing the body as we head back into meditation. You can go ahead and release that stretch, switching sides. Taking this last little moment to breathe into the side of those glutes before we relax. Coming into Shavasana in just a moment. Your focus is to get lost in breath. Carried away on a wave of music, detoxed of energy, and open to whatever comes into that space. Go ahead and release that stretch as you feel ready, allowing the heels to rest at the wide edges of your mat, taking your hands alongside the body, open, and breathe deeply in through the nose. Exhale out. Grow heavy. You let go of something today. Give it a name. Something's trying to come in. Give it a name. And as we pick up the energy, cement it into your body. Take one last deep inhale through your nose. And let go. You can begin to return to your natural rhythm of breath, to your consciousness. Awaken the body with a little wiggle in those fingers, those toes. As you feel ready and led, you can make your way into a seated position for final salutations. Thank you for showing up for class today, not just for me, but for yourself. Give yourself the gift of movement, of breath, and first and foremost, of presence. I appreciate you. If there are song suggestions, if there are flows you'd like to try out, movements you'd like to play with, please let me know. I appreciate you coming to class, and for everyone tuning in online as well. I'm going to send you back out into this beautiful day with one final namaste.